My name is Namatov Annette. I'm in Form 6 Sciences and I'm an election observer. With me here, I have 4 people with me. They're also election observers, and soon they'll tell you who they are and they'll tell us more about themselves and most especially their names. In Uganda, we have many leaders, the president, the Speaker of Parliament, the MPs, the councillors, the chairpersons, and at every level. But we believe there are once leaders in these stages. For example, this is a secondary school, and this is the mighty Archbishop Chwanka Secondary School, Chitov, here in Masaka. And recently, we've been through the elections because every year we have to change student leaders, and we practice democracy. They are not appointed, but they are chosen by their fellow students. So please tell us your names.
Hello everyone, my name is Namuli Michelle Jocelyn and I'm in Form 4, the Election Observer, Senior 4.
My name is Kwagala Precious, Election Observer, Senior 1.
Hi everyone, my name is Nachibule Bridget, Election Observer, Senior 2.
A good evening to everyone listening and watching us everywhere you are. By names of Samlangwa Regan Israel, the Senior 5 Election Observer.
Yes, thank you so much for introducing yourselves. As I told you before, we've been through the elections, the campaigns, and yesterday but one, we voted, and we had an e-voting. We voted online, like using that technology, you know. So before we talk about the importance of student leadership in schools, I would like my panelists to tell us and the viewers at large, to tell us exactly how was the process, how was the campaigns, how was the elections, everything. So I'll start with Michelle. How was it?
Thank you. Well, on my side of view, it was really good. It was fair, it was free, and provided the fact that it was e-voting, it was so time-saving. I mean, days before, in the past years, it used to take us around 3 days or perhaps a week, half a week, to get to know who emerged victor. But here, the students are well contented. They are very satisfied with what is going to be announced because they know there ain't no cheating and it's all fair. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Precious.
According to me, actually it was my first time to have such a kind of voting, because where I was, that's not the kind of voting we had, but I reached here when it is the case. So according to me, the elections were free and fair, and it was really interesting for me, and I guess it was also for other senior ones like
So you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Bridget, it's your turn.
According to me, it was my second time to vote like that, and it was very interesting because the students were contented with the information provided by the election ministers. Then the students can't complain that the voting is like somehow forged. Then the students are saying that it's the elections that is really good.
Okay, thank you. Israel, would like to hear from you.
Okay. My past experience with online voting or e-voting is not that much, because actually this is my first time experiencing it. But since this is a digital era, this is not surprising to me at all. But what I like about the e-voting, it gives the accurate thing someone expects. Okay, it minimizes the cases of doubt amongst the candidates, actually even the voters themselves, since the past experience about ballot papers and whatsoever, there can be cases of vote rigging and whatsoever. So I think e-voting has been the best experience so far about the voting process.
Okay, thank you so much. You now know who they are, what they're here to do, and what exactly you are here to talk about. But being a welfare prefect, a head boy, general duties, or a timekeeper. Never know. We are preparing your child to be the next president, the next speaker, the next MP of where they come from, wherever. But some parents, actually, we've had this with experience. Many of them prohibit their children to participate in things like this. They don't want them to come up. Actually, some believe it's time wastage, their education will be affected, but that's not what we believe because we are preparing leaders of tomorrow. Leaders of tomorrow who will be of benefit to this mighty institution, to the country at large, to every sector, name it. And now we are here to talk about how is it important, a platform that not only enables learners to exploit their God-given talents, but also equips them with the values, skills and experiences necessary for responsible citizenship and future leadership. Michelle, how are you doing? You're doing okay? Okay. We very well know that you are the assistant head girl of this school, and you still are. Even though the term is soon ending, you're outgoing, but you're still. And I believe you've benefited a lot from this, haven't you?
That's very true, yes.
So this goes to you. Like, is it true that it equips learners with leadership skills such as decision making, problem solving, and team management?
That's very true.
Tell me about it.
Well, before I became the assistant editor, yes, I did know how to make the good decisions. I used to make the decisions. I used to be, good at team management. But when I joined the cabinet, that was last year in 2026, I've actually learned how to distribute responsibilities in the right way. See, even there is something you've said about some parents thinking that it's going to prohibit the students' education.
Yes.
That's very wrong. Well, actually, provided the fact that I was a day student last year, everyone thought it might be a little heavy for me to handle both the duties, home duties, and at the same time work at school. I'm talking about schoolwork. Well, it's not true that it does prohibit the education. No. It's about how you equally distribute the responsibilities. You don't have to be one-sided, 95% towards the prefectorate duties. It's a matter of equal distribution. You have to give each and everything time, but education, health, and the godly side, that deserves more time. The prefectorate duties can come later. So I'm also able to make the decisions very well. For instance, if I find, let's say, perhaps Sunday,
Yes.
because now I'm in boarding and it's very good.
Yeah.
For instance, on Sunday, in the absence of some administrators, it's always upon the prefects to make the right decisions. So it's up to you to make a decision that is either going to create chaos or just maintain peace. So that way it helps you to think out of the box even more. So that's my view.
So actually you've been speaking out of experience.
Very
That is
true.
very great. So, Precious, as leaders are entrusted with specific duties, it promotes responsibility and above all accountability. So,
Yeah.
tell me.
According to my observations so far,
Yes.
me as an electoral observer, senior 1, I've observed prefects the outgoing prefects.
Yes, yes.
Like, upon the head girl, she always made sure that the compound is clean, even in the absence of teachers on duty. She made sure that she maintained order in church during mass, and even the head prefect more so. She used to make sure that even sometimes assemblies are conducted even in the absence of teachers responsible. That's what I can say, that leadership really promotes responsibility and accountability.
Yes, and since this time around you've not contested, let's hope next year you will come.
Yeah, I will come.
Probably which post?
I would wish to be the assistant clubs coordinator.
Wow,
Yes.
that is a good post. Okay. Bridget,
Yes,
how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Okay. Student leadership develops a spirit of service by putting the interests of others before personal interests. Like, leaders always put their personal interests aside. Is that true?
It is very true
Yes.
because in most cases you see the head prefect, the head girl, most of the prefects during break time, they are solving students' complaints, mediating the conflicts.
Yeah.
They, instead of being there relaxing, playing, eating, enjoying their break, they are just there solving the complaints of the students. That shows that the prefects have a spirit to lead others, and it also helps the prefects to gain confidence. The prefects, before they contest for some posts, some of the prefects may not be able to talk in front of a large audience. Then when they contest, they are told to stand in front of the assembly. Then they speak to the school. That helps them to get confidence.
Yes, thank you so much. And okay, and this brings me to my last panelist, Semlangwa Israel, Senior 5. We all know you've just joined the school, so how do you find the school? Is it okay? Is it to your expectation? And yeah, tell us more.
Actually, as the moderator has mentioned, I'm a new student at Archbishop Chiwanuka, and actually it has met the standards I expected. I'm not disappointed at all, and actually everything is so far so good.
Yeah, you must be aware that student leadership strengthens civil awareness and understanding of democratic processes such as elections and representation. Tell us your experience, how you've observed that, and how you support this.
Actually, first of all, let's talk about student leadership. Student leadership, as the term states, student leadership, it's leadership but being exhibited by a student. So it means the student is generally showing characteristics about or even leading others in certain aspects or anything.
Yes.
And when we diversely talk it into some process called civic awareness. Civic awareness is somebody's knowledge about the civil affairs of a country. Which civil affairs are those? Civic affairs include elections. Democracy itself is also a civic aspect in some role it plays. Since democracy is somebody's will, or the role someone plays in electing some person they feel can actually lead them into something good. And the elections themselves are the processes we conduct. As formerly I talked about the e-voting, it's also an election tool. So when I diversely integrate all those aspects, student leadership actually strengthens the students' aspect in democracy, elections, and so on. So that's why actually when we look into our leaders, most of them actually were leaders once in school, because that same aspect was developed once in them when they were growing up. And that's why student leadership nowadays is considered as a big aspect in many civic affairs, because student leadership grants someone the gist of decision making. What can you do in the absence of elders? That's why we see prefects being hated or doing what, because they are doing what's right, and the people they lead may not be conversant with it. And that's why it brings about maturity. Someone is 16 but someone is behaving like 30 years old, because it improves your mindset, it broadens it to a wider aspect. What would you do if someone was not here? That's responsibility. So actually I think when I integrate student leadership with civic awareness, it does a very, very good role in civic awareness, because someone has a sense of responsibility. You cannot be a leader when you are not responsible. And that responsibility, when you diverse it into elections, actually you get something good. Someone with responsibility will go and vote. Why wouldn't you vote a leader? Yeah, that's why I am aware and I am greatly inspired by student leadership.
Okay, thank you so much. So actually, from what we've heard from you, one thing I quoted, prefects are not the only leaders. Everyone could be a leader. Everyone is capable of being a leader. But what are those self-virtues? Are you responsible? Can you do something in the absence of an elder? Are you self-driven? Can you lead others? Can you mobilize others even for something, even when you're not chosen or appointed by someone that please do this? Are you self-driven? Can you pick a polythene paper where it's not supposed to be? So these small virtues that we portray are what makes us true leaders. We would like to thank the administration for making this all possible, because they've supported us. That is the truth. We would like to thank the chairperson, the election committee, and his assistant. He's Mr. Msaz Joseph, and his assistant is Madame Nabukela Olivia. We thank you so much, and we would like to implore schools to adopt this e-voting method. It is very effective, it saves time, and we would like to thank the president because he brought this. Yes, he supports this, and as the people whom he leads, we are willing to put it into practice. For more updates, we'll be keeping you updated. This has been my team.